Hi, I'm Brett Parker, multimedia specialist for Dairy Foods Magazine. And today we're showcasing cold case ice cream. We're offering consumers boxes of high-end handcrafted ice cream pints delivered right to your door. Flavors featured in this box include such creative names as Killer Bees, Blackmail, Stashio the Casio, Pulp Fiction, and Convict Crunch. Here to discuss this is Cold Case CEO Josh Butt. Josh, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Brett.
Can you tell us the inspiration behind the creation of the cold case boxes?
Yeah, it's really a combination of indulgences. You have sitting down and eating a pint of ice cream while watching your favorite true crime mystery or listening to your true crime podcast. And playing off of that theme, it introduces an additional layer of fun to those elements. And we like to play on the macabre side of things while still playing with ice cream, which is inherently fun and delightful.
Yeah, because the flavors include these very unique names, which suggest a different kind of ice cream experience. Can you tell us about the inspiration behind these flavors and what makes them so different compared to more traditional flavors?
Yeah. So we start out first and foremost, we want the ice cream to be the most delicious. And so, we use full butterfat ice cream. We don't do a lot of overrun like the fluffier, more air incorporated ice cream. We stick to about 50% overrun, so it's really creamy. And then we look for the most delicious combinations of ingredients and premium ingredients. Most of what goes into our ice cream is actually made on site so that it's fresh coming out of an oven or out of a candy making equipment and put directly into the ice cream. And the inspiration really comes twofold. We have an ice cream professional who's our chef, and then we have a group of individuals who just come up with ideas and we laugh about it. So I've got a picture of gingerbread manslaughter behind us. So that was our gingerbread ice cream during last holiday season. We got Cookie Mobster here, which is our take on Cookie Monster. We have a lot of fun sitting around and coming up with puns. We stay away from the ick. We're not going to have some gross, flavor that conjures a lot of negative imagery. But we like to stay in that fun pun. So our box that's coming out for summer has a flavor that's s'mores flavored with toasted marshmallow, graham cracker swirl, and chocolate pieces. And and the name is Summer Camp Massacre. So we're playing off of, being out camping, cooking s'mores, and then, having a psycho come in and haunt the camp. So it's all good fun.
Well, that was kind of a question. Like, how did the macabre themes come into to play here? Like, where did that flash of inspiration come from in terms of combining that with an ice cream company?
Yeah. It actually spawned from the physical attribute of ice cream. It was cold, and then we wanted to offer a box that would send out to customers cold case. And then that theme has just evolved. I mean, we've sent out dozens and dozens of flavors now. And as we've transitioned from those cases into more retail, like on DoorDash, Amazon, things like that, that's just carried naturally with it. It's so much fun to play with, and it brings just a heightened. Again, we want people on a staying up at night watching unsolved mysteries or some other maybe Netflix special, sitting and digging in, and before you know it, it's so delicious and they're so engrossed in what's going on, they look down and the pint's gone.
Is there consumer data that strongly influenced the creation of these flavors and boxes?
Absolutely. So one of the things that we noticed in the space, well, let me back up a step. We are owned by a viral marketing company called Mutiny that owns a lot of different brands. And they saw that in terms of CPG, the consumer experience was becoming a much more important demographic. And so when it came to ice cream, the idea of having something really delicious had to be partnered with something that was also fun and also experiential. And so all of that data kind of came in. And so when the idea of cold case came up, immediately they said, well, do we want to pair this with men, women, old people, young people? But the universality, the universal love of Dateline, of true crime, of podcasts, of all of that, it transcends any type of demographic that we could hope for. And so being able to introduce that just became a natural pairing for us.
Now, the ice cream is advertised as luxury dessert. So, what do you think makes an ice cream product a luxury experience as opposed to just a normal ice cream experience?
Yeah. A few different things, like I mentioned, the full butter fat. I mean, this is very indulgent, extremely delicious, but also the combination of flavors and unique ingredients. So you had mentioned on Pulp Fiction. So Pulp Fiction is a lemon ice cream that has lemon curd, lemon bars, poppy seed, and it's whole chunks of lemon bars. Our number one flavor by far is Better Than Sex Cake. And it has whole chunks of that caramel and toffee cake in there, swirled with marshmallow in a delicious full butterfat chocolate ice cream. And you have to not stare at the calories too much when you're eating it, because it is high in calories, but it is very, very decadent. And so as opposed to, if you're eating and you occasionally get some of those ingredients versus us, where every spoonful is jam-packed with those inclusions paired perfectly with the ice cream. And we try and do things that are unique. Again, in that summer case, we have one called Illegal Fireworks. It's a cake batter ice cream, and the fireworks comes from white fudge covered Pop Rocks, and they are red and blue, so that as you're eating it, it's popping in your mouth, and it's coming out right around the 4th of July. So it's this nice fireworks celebration event. So I think that's what separates us. We're trying to provide an experience for the customers that separates it from something that they would buy on sale at a grocery store.
When it comes to crafting a unique ice cream flavor to give consumers a heightened dairy experience, were there principles you learned in creating this product?
Oh, yes. Number one, despite how good the pun is, it has to be delicious. It absolutely has to be delicious. Um, we have a flavor called crime brulee. It's not the greatest pun, right?
I like it.
It's really simple. It's really out there. It's one of our most popular flavors because it has the custard flavor and shards of the burnt sugar spread all throughout it. So you're eating the ice cream and tasting fully a creme brulee flavor and experience, but in an ice cream form. So it's triggering different senses than you would be if you're eating that in a restaurant. But you have it at home, and it creates something that the customer craves. Now, we have launched flavors that had really great puns attached to them, but I personally wasn't satisfied with the way the flavor delivered, and neither were the customers, and so they didn't do as well as we had hoped. So that's always number one: is it's got to be delicious. It's got to, no matter how great the advertising, the marketing, the branding, it's got to taste good, and that's the number one principle we go by.
Fascinating. Interesting to hear. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Josh Budd of Cold Case Ice Cream, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Brett. Appreciate you.
And thank you all for watching.